Yeah, we told him about how you move screens and everything. So, if we may talk about something, can we talk about the Splatoon advertisements?
How about we don't and say we
We
did?
gotta wait to actually start the podcast, dude.
Oh, come on! That has nothing to relate with the actual gameplay of what we did with Splatoon. It's a little lead-in. If that.
They're bad. Let's just leave it at that.
I haven't seen them.
So bad.
You don't want to see them. They're
You
just
should watch
terrible.
them. They're amazing.
Japanese ones are pretty good. The American ones, though, I think it's very clear that Nintendo still doesn't know how to market shit to America.
Yeah, I think they're really effective. I watched those and I immediately wanted to get some Skechers.
I wanted to drink some Kool-Aid and, skip a little lead and get some McDonald's.
How do you know they're not appealing to today's hip modern youth?
Oh, God, I don't even tell you why that's disgusting.
I bought like 5 cases of yogurt.
Yeah, appealing to youth so much that it got more downvotes and upvotes, and Nintendo had to close down the comment section.
On the second advertisement. That's how bad it was.
Could be worse.
I mean, it could be due to the fact that there is a large adult audience, still teens to adult audience like us.
Well, at least we can be happy with the fact that Nintendo gave us Sell It and Smash.
Yeah, but
Who in Smash?
You know, the quote, Settle It and Smash from the Smash Brothers 3DS commercials.
Oh.
it's just
You know,
for how they advertise Splatoon, it could have been handled much better. They could have advertised it for...
Honestly, I gotta say, Splatoon's gameplay is not really well tuned for children, as opposed to older.
Yeah.
I agree.
And that's the
I definitely
thing.
agree with that.
Like Mario Kart 8, for example, it's the same exact thing.
I still remember.
Mario
At
Kart, Mario
Nintendo,
Kart 8, dude, Mario Kart 8 though, kids at least can pick up.
Remember
Nintendo's
Nintendo
good for that kind of
little
stuff,
girl
though.
flipping the controller, playing Baby Peach, driving into a
Yes.
wall.
She was literally just driving while she's staring at the TV, and she was thrilled.
she was riveted.
She was not going anywhere, but she thought it was just the most exciting goddamn thing ever.
How old was she?
Like 3.
Yeah, like young, like walking and holding controllers, but
Even-
barely.
Like, when I was that young, like, I at least had the basic concept that if I did something that's stupid, I knew it was that stupid.
Sure.
I had a firm grasp as a 3-year-old.
It's in the system. You can just pop it out every doctor.
Yeah,
That's the way Nintendo rolls. They basically make games that are very easy to learn, but incredibly difficult to master.
Yeah, that's
But
Yeah.
it's not really that easy to learn, though. That's the thing. Is like that's what I'm saying. It's not very well tuned for kids, because like 5-year-olds like get fucking way into Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty is really easy to pick up. It's not in any way a difficult game.
Addiction response back here.
Yeah, it's addiction response. Exactly. It's like it is the most basic form of gameplay. There's nothing wrong with it necessarily, but it definitely like does appeal to younger kids who can't grasp complex concepts. Splatoon.
It's only
You
going to get
can't-
more complicated the more and more stuff comes out, too.
And I like to say,
Splatoon is-
if we're going to compare Call of Duty and Splatoon, Splatoon doesn't have auto aim assist, and you can't exactly just point, aim, kill something right away as you please in Splatoon.
I also
so-
must say that I absolutely love that Nintendo of America basically put in the DLC weapons in the commercials for Splatoon in America.
They
Other
did?
DLC weapons?
They had the paintbrush in the commercials. I noticed it a couple of times.
I thought that was going to be unlockable, though.
No,
Yeah.
it's a post-launch weapon that they said was going to be coming out. The first one that's going to be coming out.
Did they?
I'm going to say this right now.
I don't
I am
remember that.
thoroughly convinced that one of the stages for Splatoon is going to be Delfino Plaza from Super Mario Sunshine.
Why do people keep saying that's going to be a stage?
Because it makes too much sense. That and Nintendo's been doing a lot of crossovers between their series as of late.
That's a legit reason, I guess. But at the same time,
Splatoon started as a Mario game.
And thank God they changed it so it's different.
So
yeah,
was-
this
was that
this
Miles
iteration is super
speaking,
dope.
And like his testicles just regressed into his body.
Wait, what?
Because it
It's
sounded
a
like a
moment.
little boy more than a grown man.
I get excited about Splatoon, and then I just get like I'm a kid again.
I know.
So also, I guess since we're right in the middle of it, welcome to the 4th annual Hammerspace podcast. It's been a long time. Unfortunately, it's been over a month since our last annual podcast, so we're really sorry about that. But we are back.
2 months.
And we got a lot to talk about.
Yes,
So this topic is the Splatoon impressions. Like the Splatoon demo, the global test fire has happened. We all played it, except for Miles, who watched it and has been watching crazy footage.
Yeah, I just can't stop.
that dank MLG footage.
You're too far
Can't
away.
stop, won't stop, without stop.
What?
What?
Brian, I'll take you to jail. There's kids here.
So I think that's, so I think that's like the big thing is like I wonder if they really understand who it's appealing to.
No.
Well, obviously they are trying to advertise to everyone, but from the trailers, they try to advertise it to more kids, which is a strange thing.
I don't think it's so much kids that they advertise it to. That advertisement made me think it was more tweens than kids.
Yeah, or at least, cheesy 80 Super Soap commercials, which, honestly, it didn't have the...
What about sock and boppers?
Oh my god, I wanted those as a kid.
Do like
That
a
was
Shovel
fun
Knight style
little
commercial
fight.
for Splatoon.
Do you think
I
Nintendo everything they know about like American youth from like movies like Most Valuable Primate?
What?
What the fuck is that?
Oh wait,
It's-
isn't this that movie we were
it's a-
talking about, like the
Yeah,
basketball players?
it's like Air Bud, but instead of a dog that plays basketball, it's like a monkey that plays hockey.
I think I recall something like that, actually.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god.
remember this movie.
I remember hearing about it, and I thought as a kid, wow, that sounds like a stupid movie.
It was great. You shut your mouth.
I never watched it, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, no, it seems like they.
It had
You really
puppies.
does seem to think that like it was a very '90s advertisement, which I guess actually might be kind of the in thing, but it did not go as well as they thought.
Yeah, it was just... there was like... Here's the thing, if you're gonna make the advertisement, you have to make sure the rhyme is good, and a kid does not sing it.
Well, here's the thing. They have over 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure they can work up a little extra something in order to get another advertisement out there that actually works and fits.
Screw it.
Because
I'm just gonna make my own commercial.
Yeah, man.
the first advertisement...
That or they
okay,
can just take the Japanese commercial and English dub it. That works too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, let's do that.
So, I
Okay.
honestly have no idea what is wrong with the commercial because I haven't seen it yet.
Let's just say really bad Justin Bieber sound-alike singing really bad pop songs about Splatoon.
Oh,
If I may
no.
indulge on the viewers' ears...
You're a kid
now, you're squid now.
There you
Yeah,
go.
those are literally lyrics from the song.
You're a squid now. You're a kid now. You're a squid. You're
believe
a squid now.
Wait, is that real?
That's
Yes.
That
It is.
is real.
This sounds.
If that's realer than Geodude, and he's real and friend.
It's so bad.
I wanted to grab my plastic pen and shove it in my ear, actually.
God damn it. I mean, like, I feel like part of it's that they feel like they need to advertise to kids, because a lot of their adult audience that is going to be interested in it already knows. Like, it's us.
That's
we
true.
know. We're following it. We don't need the fucking
That's
commercials.
true. That global test fire wasn't filled with kids. That global test fire was filled with like aging, like with
Aging man children. That's
yeah.
No, it definitely felt like there were definitely some people that were kids because it felt like a good chunk of people were incompetent and didn't
Yeah,
understand the
because I've
goal.
seen some people
No,
who
they're
just look out.
intelligent. It's not because they're kids.
and like half of them probably skipped the tutorial and had no idea how to play. But
If you were following anything on Splatoon, you had to have known about the direct in order to know about the global test fire, and basically that explained everything you need to know about the turf war. And the turf war is not about basically killing people. It basically said you don't get any bonus points for basically.
Well, that's why I'm saying that this game, like that Splatoon's gameplay, doesn't really appeal as much to kids. Because the problem is that everybody was wanting to play it like a deathmatch, and like
Yeah.
because like
yeah,
what,
that was my
what-
main complaint with the game.
Yeah, like
Well,
what,
it's not much of a complaint as the game is. It's more of a complaint with the player base side of it, right? Than it is like.
That's what I'm saying. That I honestly don't think that like this game's gonna hit it up with kids that much. I think they're gonna get frustrated, or they're gonna be like a huge. And I guess actually that's actually what's gonna help with the ranking system that they're planning on doing. Because like kids are gonna get in there, and that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna want to shoot people and blow them up. They're not gonna want to, do teamwork, strategize, or anything like that.
Yeah, like when I was when I played the role, I usually focus on people because I kill people in the game, knowing well if I kill them, it'll stop them for a short amount of time, so I can focus on covering this area for a longer time. That's the mentality I had instead of like, oh my god, I need to get this MLG roller kill, man.
I don't think the kids are really going to generally want to shoot people. They're just going to want to use the roller and just run people over.
Oh god.
Because
They're gonna want
while
to.
it has the biggest crushes, the roller is basically the best beginner-friendly weapon out there.
He's saying the beginner.
Yeah, but they don't know that. Like they're gonna be kids who want the guns because guns are cool. Like it's not about whether they're actually gonna be good with them or not.
It's gonna be MLG.
Because a lot of them are gonna. It's like the girl like playing Mario Kart at Nintendo World, just fucking driving into a wall for 3 minutes straight. She wasn't doing well at all. She didn't really have. She was playing this game that was pretty and colorful and kept her attention, and it didn't matter if she was actually doing anything right.
Yeah, and isn't that really what matters? I mean, once again, we are adults, quote unquote adults, with fledged out minds.
So impressions. The game is fantastic.
No, the gameplay is great. It's honestly like it's better than I expected. And it
But the
is
motion
definitely
controls
not like
are
any
terrible.
God damn it, Mom.
Mom, stop cleaning.
God damn it!
Mom, I'm streaming. Don't bring the vacuum here.
I'm streaming.
She just closes the door.
I'm gonna act like I didn't see that. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. Look, I'm not
Oh God.
to judge you for streaming. I understand. You're at that age. You want to put stuff on the internet. Curious.
And you probably want to, have a webcam up and scream at games that are apparently scary. It's all right. Don't go for that face.
Yeah, like that's. It's interesting because like I'm trying to think of like games to compare this to, and it's
Jelly's
weird because
comparing
it's.
The closest I can definitely say is Team Fortress 2. Because like
Team Fortress 2, I
Splatoon,
understand.
Okay,
basically,
guys.
the only shooter I can think of that has like so many modes based around teamwork, but none that are actually just pure deathmatch. There's no such thing as pure deathmatch in freaking TF2, and there's no pure deathmatch in Splatoon.
But like the thing that I think is like the most interesting about it is that it feels like a majority of the gameplay, like a majority of like even the combat, isn't actually based around the shooting aspect. I feel like so much of it is about outmaneuvering them and kind of has stealth elements.
It's like a fast-paced action stealth game at times, and that's really cool.
Well, it's true, yeah.
The filler
Waiting and baiting is a strategy.
Yeah, and when I was using the roller, actually, what I would do is I would spray some paint on the wall, stay on the wall as much as I could, let them cover the floor around me, and there would be like 2 or 3 people around the area. I just cover as a roller, jump out, and splat like 3 of them all at once, and recover the entire area. And just
What I've noticed though is that waiting and baiting isn't exactly the most effective strategy from what I've seen so far in the demo. This is just going off of what I've seen from the global test
Put
fire.
it on the wall. That's not a
Because
bad
a lot of
strategy.
people
Is that usually I would have thought of that.
Yeah,
you can't
you
hide
just
in the
don't.
wall.
Actually, yes, you can. I've done it. I've done it plenty of times, and I've got many kills that way, and recovered an entire area.
It seems a lot of people tend to forget that you can ink walls.
Well, I know you can ink walls and like go up them, but I didn't actually think that you could actually just cut your momentum and just stay in the wall.
Well, you have to keep on nudging the stick up a little bit to stay on the wall.
Well,
It's a bit tricky, but you can do it.
Wouldn't you be able to be seen then?
No, actually, if you lightly tap it, they don't see you.
They
Yeah,
have to
as
do
long
it-
as you're moving slowly, they don't see you.
It's just when you're booking it or when you jump. Or accidentally go over there and you flop out like an awkward jellyfish.
Dude, shooting people out of the ground with the splat charger is so rewarding. They're like
Splat Charger, I think this demo incredibly undermines that weapon. I think that many people are going into Splatoon with the mindset that because of the global test fire, that weapon is terrible. And I don't think that's going to be the case at all.
It's funny because there's also a lot of people who think the Splat Charger is really overpowered, which I think is really funny.
I think the basic Splat Charger is awful. But I think that the variations are going to be the best weapons in the game by far.
It's just hard to use, but I think that honestly it's pretty good. Like there are some times where I hit phenomenal with the Charger.
The
And I think
basic
a lot of it really is based on the teamwork. Because the problem is that like the Charger's just not a weapon with which you can go toe to toe, and so when your team doesn't back you up at all, you're kind of screwed.
The basic problem I see with the Charger, with the base Chargers, that its aiming is so obnoxious to do because there's no scope. And basically, when you have a sniper, you usually want to be able to zoom in and actually tell what you're doing much better, which is why I think the splatter scope is going to be probably one of the best weapons in the game because it's just that. It's probably, I don't know, it looked like it was slightly longer range than the base, but it has a scope, I can aim better, and I think that's going to be easily one of the best weapons in the game. But going off of what we've seen right now, I think I'm just going to say this, the most OP weapon from what I can see right now is going to probably be the Jet Squelcher. The super long range, multi-shooting one.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Dude, I
It's just-
freaking love the Killer Whale.
Yeah, I love it. It's easy to dodge though, that's the problem.
No, but I just love the concept.
I love it too, it's awesome.
It's actually
It's
a pretty good pickup weapon,
I
believe
wish
it
you
or not.
could have got. I wish you could have tested driving the Kraken ability.
Yeah, oh my god, I wanted to try that ability.
Yeah,
Well, it
somebody
looks like
Kraken
Or the
Next
tactical launch.
Releasing Tactical Ink.
Which one was the Kraken ability? I totally
It's the one where you
Turns into, like,
basically
this
turn
giant
into the
killer
squid.
squid.
You could just barrel through enemies because you're invincible for a short period of time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. What weapon is that one attached to?
I don't know.
We don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be attached to a couple different sets.
I think
Actually-
it's probably the way I look at it. I think that the weapon sets in this are basically going to have a Borderlands feel to it. That almost every single one of them is going to be random.
I hope not.
Actually-
'Cause there'd be some that seem like they'd be really, really OP that way. Like if you
Yeah,
got
like if you combine the shield with the roller.
or in the shield.
No, I'm thinking more along the lines of like you could get what's the name of the weapon that basically lets you see everybody on the map.
Oh, that locator thing.
Yeah, I think pointing that with a sniper rifle is probably one of the best possible combinations out there.
Actually, if I may
That's
say
literally
something,
ultimate
they
support
will
weapon.
they will give people the choice to switch what they want to. Like if they want to have the shield with the roller, they can probably do that. It will, but here's the thing: like the shield has such a short frame of time that you can, if you backtrack enough, and then the roller is trying to haul tits over there, you can just
Yeah.
throw them there.
Fire shots can still just go backwards and just wait out the shield.
But that's why you kind of head towards them.
Yeah, but it's not that hard to turn back into a squid, do a quick retreat, then just swarm it and just kill the person out there.
I think in order to really use the roller, you're really going to need to learn how to literally surprise people.
Yeah.
The only way you're ever going to die from a roller is if they come up behind you and you can't see them coming.
Or if they're smart enough, because you can flake ink on people when they come still.
That or you're stuck at close range with a charger.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just, with the roller, I think I can really do good with the roller, despite like, oh, you have to sneak up behind people. I think you don't have to, honestly, if you're clever
I
enough.
want to try and see the paintbrush in action, since it's basically an extension of the roller from the looks of things. I want
it's
to see
gonna
if that would make it much more viable.
It's gonna cover less ground though. Is the thing.
Well, yeah, but it's like swing attack is super fast.
Well, because that's what it is. It's like it's a combat weapon more than it is a ground covering weapon.
I don't know.
But isn't it still
Also,
short range
hopefully they
as
add name tags for weapons, and you can name your weapons wherever you want.
Well, no, just go with the Dynamo roller, because that can reflect ink.
Maybe they'll get on Steam Greenlight, and then we can just workshop our own weapons.
Yes.
Maybe
Because
Nintendo
they
will
would seem
finally
to
go
each
a
other.
third party like every little dweeb wants them to.
Anyway, so basically, yeah, it's gonna be a like the game like looked better than I thought. And I think it's got a much more sophisticated, complex battle system than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's had more complexity. Yeah, I've seen for most shooters that have been out today, aside from TF2.
I just want to ask one last question to literally round this out. Given the information we were given from the Direct, we were given basically the fact that the Octarians have their own versions of Inklings called Octolings, which look way cooler than Inklings in my honest opinion.
I think so too.
I just want to say, I want a game mode where I can play as them against the Inklings.
I'm
because
sure they'll bring it up
that
eventually.
design is freaking fantastic.
Yeah, no, I actually agree, and I thought about it. And I think at some point it's very likely that they will like either make that an option, or like maybe even have a Squidling versus Octoling like game type online.
Yeah, that'll probably be a thing.
It'd be good for those events that where like you choose your side, and like one side's the Inklings, one side's the Octolings. I mean, it
Dogs
makes
versus
sense.
cats.
That's the important question here. Which side are you guys gonna pick in Dogs versus Cats?
Team
Cats.
Doge.
I'm gonna choose the Arbiters, the elites from Halo.
Oh, that's good. Good.
I choose Team Jacob.
Team Jacob.
So dogs.
So dogs, yeah.
Yes.
Then
Why
why
is
is
nobody
that
here
machine
here for the
cats?
cats?
Like Sylvester?
Huh?
What would that make for cats?
Team cats? No, Edward's cat, 'cause he's a pussy. So there you go.
Nailed it.
Problem
As
solved.
soon as I talk about dogs, my cat comes over and is like, what you talking about, huh? Yeah, I'm going Team Dog.
She knows that you're abandoning her.
I just think she wants to leave the room and take a dump.
Okay, so are we ready to move on to our next topic, do you think?
We're gonna talk about Splatoon?
Well, does anyone want to add what they'd like to see in Splatoon? Since I've already given my 2 cents on what I'd like to see.
I really think they should include the friend matchmaking system in right away. Honestly,
Well, we already know that's coming, so we have no choice to wait.
They would have. Like, clearly they're just not at a point in development where they're comfortable doing it. So, I mean, that's fine,
I feel
whatever.
it would be like Mario Kart 8's second DLC pack. They'll push the date up a bit, and they won't release it when they said
and
they
here's the
would.
thing: all the stuff they talked about, they said it's gonna be free. So
Yeah, so far they haven't really announced much in the way of paid DLC yet. It's all been a lot of free stuff.
cough.
I have a feeling there's probably going to be payable cosmetics and stuff like that.
Honestly, I wouldn't
Probably
mind.
like Nintendo character cosmetics.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure any weapons or maps that like affect well, maps maybe not as much, but like I'm sure like any weapons, like stuff that affects the balance of the game, it'd be kind of weird to be able to just buy like better weapons, you know?
Yeah, that would be really, really dumb. I think that's something Nintendo's trying to stay away from in general, it seems.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I like to see Bowser Jr. no
Cos-
joke.
Cosmetic DLC is always
You already have his paintbrush. What more do
the
you
moment.
need? Give me his bandana. I'll make a Bowser Jr.
Can we just talk about that beautiful scene from the Nintendo announcement where Bill was working out and there's just a little Max behind him?
Hey Bill, you're fired.
Because you had it.
Can we talk about how they need to do what they did with Mario Kart, where they have all the amiibos give you like different costumes?
Yes.
That would be cool.
A lot of people
I-
were saying that would be a
Dude.
thing.
Brian, this boss fight that you're doing right now, I just want to point out, this is straight up ripped from Ico.
I would not
I've never
want
played
that.
Ico, so I don't know what it is. I don't even know.
This fight is like literally the final boss fight of Ico. It's kind of amazing how shamelessly this is ripping it off.
I told you, it was
That's
basically
Luigi.
Ico with a little girl.
Wow.
What did I say it was? I said it was Ico mixed with something else.
Oh, Tarzan.
No.
Yeah, you said Tarzan because the beginning of the
Oh, yeah, I did say Tarzan. Did not.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did. Well, I said Tarzan, and it said, yeah, it's a mixture of Ico and Tarzan.
The art style's kind of Ico too. Alright. So yeah. So Nintendo at E3. I actually don't know what their plans are. I actually didn't get that yet.
Okay, well, I'll basically just go over it.
They're
Basically,
doing a
what there
world
is that they're bringing
championship.
back the World Championship that was basically done 25 years ago, which is
Holy
basically a gauntlet of 3 different games, 3 different challenges. Whoever performed the best in those three games got an award. But the question is, are they going to keep the classic type of games they did from 1990, or are they going to modernize it a bit?
I wouldn't doubt modernization.
Watch it be like some kind of Super Mario 3D World challenge.
No, I'm thinking Mario
Splatoon.
Maker. I'm definitely thinking they're going to make Mario Maker levels for this.
Smash and Splatoon, dude. Smash Splatoon and Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That's what it's
No,
gonna be.
I don't. I think they're going to keep it to games that already don't have their own tournament scene. I don't think Smash is going to be a part of this.
Oh,
I do think,
Competitive
however, that we're
Pikmin
going to see more Smash at
It's your
E3.
destiny.
Competitive Pikmin 3. I want to win another Zelda Wii U.
oh God, no.
Did you guys know about that? Did I ever tell you about that?
No,
At Comic-Con 2 years ago, I had just bought my Wind Waker Wii U, and so then I went to Comic-Con 2 weeks later, and they were having a Pikmin 3 tournament, and the prize was a Wind Waker Wii U, and I won the Pikmin 3 tournament, and so I just had this extra Zelda Wii U.
what'd you
yeah.
do with it?
He
Give
didn't
it to
give
my-
it to me, I'll tell you
give-
that much.
I gave it to my sisters for
that's right. You did tell me this story. I remember you giving it
Yeah.
Me instead.
Shut up, Brian.
Anyways, other than that, they basically went over the fact that we'll also be able to play Mario Maker at Best Buy throughout the week.
this week.
And that they're
Or at
no,
week?
during the week of E3.
Okay.
to. I thought I
And
heard
we have the date of their digital event, which is going to be June 16th.
Okay, so they are just
Other-
doing the digital event again?
Yeah, digital event and an extended treehouse with more games, more developers, and more stuff like that.
That's fine, because honestly, the digital event was my favorite thing from last year anyways.
Oh god, they have to find someone to top it. I wonder if they'll actually get in touch with Robot Chicken again. It'd be nice.
I mean, it's gonna come down to what they announce.
I wouldn't want to see the same thing twice in a row.
Who else could
Yeah.
they go with?
It's gonna come down to what they announce, too, though.
Yeah, here's
Like,
a
if
good
they-
question. What games do you think they're going to show off at E3?
Metroid.
People keep saying Metroid, but then it's we're only going to show what's coming out this year, so I don't think Metroid will be there.
Oh, is that
I
what they
think we'll
said?
see Star Fox.
Yeah, we'll see Star
We
Fox.
will see Star Fox, we will
that
see Zelda.
giant robot project.
I thought we're not seeing Zelda.
We're not. We're more than likely not going to.
I think they're gonna
Ow.
show Zelda.
Come on!
So Rory
Show
is
us.
here.
By the
They're
way,
gonna
I'm
show-
here.
They're gonna show us something. Oh, hi, Rory. Go to bed.
Hello. I decided that I didn't need to yet.
A little Paper Mario Wii U.
God damn it, Rory.
I doubt it.
That rumor's been flowing around for a while, and I think that the Paper Mario series definitely needs a lift up after whatever the fuck happened with Sticker Star.
It's a bit of a facelift.
I think
doubt
Intelligent
we'll get a
Systems is too much.
Paper
I don't
Mario
think we're
game
gonna see.
released so quickly.
I don't think we're gonna see another Paper Mario soon because Intelligent Systems kind of has their hands full.
Well, it's usually, I thought it's a different portion of Intelligent Systems that works on Paper Mario as opposed to the people that work on Fire Emblem.
Or maybe, but I mean, I'm
I'm pretty sure both Fire Emblem, I'm pretty sure
I'm
Fire
just
Emblem Radiant Dawn and Super Paper Mario were in development at the exact same time, and they're both made by Intelligent Systems.
But I'm just saying, right now we already have If, codename Steam just happened, and Shin Megami Cross Fire Emblem.
Yeah, speaking of which, we need to see more of that at E3.
Here's what's going
I
down.
was-
Intelligent
bad.
system. Oh, okay.
I'll go. Do it.
Nope.
Do it!
You broke his heart.
Do it.
I was gonna do it. I was gonna say that Intelligent Systems is they've got their hands full with everything that they've got going. But it could be that this alleged Paper Mario game has been in development for a long time.
Well, there
And
has
has
been
been-
rumors for that, like for who knows how long. So I wouldn't doubt
Exactly.
it.
So it could have been that it's been going on for a long time, and they've just not shown like anything off. Kind of like the exact opposite of Yoshi's Woolly World, where they've shown the entire game off and haven't released it.
What? Even the ending?
Trust like this.
How about the reveal of all the different like out
Oh,
like
that's so cool.
oh my god, I'm
God,
done.
I want every single one of them.
You guys
Do you realize-
and
do you re-
your Yoshi's Woolly World fetish.
Let's just hope it's better than Yoshi's New Island.
Anything's better than that.
It's going to be, dude. It's a co-op Yoshi game.
It
Where you
looks
can-
really, it looks
And
really
it's
tight.
going back to the roots. It's not basically rehashing the same game again.
With more kazoos.
Plus, it's from the people who made Kirby's Epic Yarn, right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a plus.
With less kazoos.
Wasn't Epic Yarn also the most highly rated Kirby game? Wait,
I don't
what
know,
did
but
I say?
it was-
Did I say Yoshi's Yarn was the
You said
highest
Kirby's
rated
Epic
Kirby
Yarn.
game?
It's been Kirby. Don't worry, Brian. You're not
Kirby's
playing.
Epic. Okay, so this is like the basic
To answer
issue.
that question, I don't know. But even if it was, Sakurai would deny it to the ends of the earth.
Okay, should we finally get to what the little iffy part of today?
I think there's a few more things to cover with this. First
What's
off,
the iffy part?
what about Steelblade Chronicles X?
Nobody cares.
We need a release date on that.
This is a stupid game. Nobody wants it. Nobody here likes it.
I heard that it wasn't even popular in Japan.
Yeah, Xenoblade sucks. Nobody here likes it.
Like your mother?
Just leave it. Just leave it at that. Just. Oh yeah, it sucks.
Nobody here likes it.
And what about more DLC for Mario Kart and Smash?
That's
Oh, it's not
gonna be.
Xenoblade DLC.
There's going to
that-
be something for Smash. I guarantee you that much. There's going to be a character reveal for Smash.
They're probably
and
gonna
the-
show Lucas some more, and they're gonna announce like what the character after him is.
Yeah, probably. If Ryu and Roy is real, then it's probably going to be real.
A
Or
lot of
they
people are
just
saying
throw-
that like, they'll probably release Lucas on E3.
I think
Yeah,
they're
that's what I
releasing,
think.
like a couple of days, either before or after, like a week earlier or a week later.
Or how about during it though?
I think it'll be one of those things where it's like,
Download them right after the event.
God damn it!
Don't
What kind of laugh was
ever
that?
do that again.
Mother 3, yeah. And what did they say? Like, oh, by the way, Mother 3 is coming to the Nintendo Virtual Console.
hey, don't steal my thunder. That is happening, and I called it last direct. I said, Lucas is happening, Mother 3 is happening this year. Wait for it. Same day, they're both releasing during E3. You just wait. Just wait. Watch it
So-
happen.
So what you're saying is that you know what's happening.
My dad actually works at Nintendo. So.
My
So
dad
does
works
Nick.
at
So does Yoshi.
Nintendo, and he said we're all wrong and we're Nazi conformists.
The question is, do we really need to see more about
My
this?
dad, my dad works at
We
Nintendo, and
basically
he's
know everything about them.
And Geodude is real.
My
Yes.
dad is Geodude, excuse me.
And he is real and strong.
Just
Yeah,
watch
my dad is
yourself.
still didn't leave me.
And it's Geodude.
That is a Geodude. Oh jeez.
Hey, have any of you watched the theatrical trailer for Ishtar before?
No.
What?
Why is this coming up all of a sudden?
I just thought of it.
On, but you know, you big fillies.
Hey,
It's like one of like the worst movies ever made.
hey, have you guys ever tried to like eat one of those Uncrustables without letting it thaw out?
What's an Uncrustable?
What?
It's
You don't know what an Uncrustable is?
I think I know what it is, but I kind of forget.
he's Canadian.
Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
An Uncrustable basically is for people where even making sandwiches is too lazy for you, it is a sandwich pocket kind of thing, like a pita pocket, but it's made of normal bread, and it's frozen with like jelly and peanut butter inside.
So like a hot pocket.
You keep it in you keep it in the freezer and you leave it on the counter for like an hour to thaw out, and then you eat it. You don't
Which
have
is
to-
dumb.
This sounds worse than the Holocaust.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ, Brian, that's an extreme I thought you'd never go to.
Okay, that was, and I won't hesitate to say this, worse than 100 9/11s.
With 9/11 again.
Wow, you're really bombing on these jokes.
My jokes can melt steel beams.
This is really taking a downward spiral.
No, this is just a Hammerspace
These jokes
podcast.
are burning and crashing.
Okay, so let's. I think that's basically. I think when we turn to Holocaust jokes, we basically need to move on to the next topic.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah. So Fire Emblem If just had some information come out, and it's the worst thing ever.
What is it? I didn't hear of it.
You know how Awakening like dumbed down a lot of the strategy aspects so that the game would be more accessible to other people and played more like an RPG with a lot of waifus?
Yeah.
And you know how a lot of people were hoping that that meant that now that they had that new fan base, they would kind of ease people into more strategic gameplay with the rest of the entries in the series, and how with If it kind of seemed like they were starting to do that.
Yeah.
They just announced that they're getting rid of even more of the strategy.
Okay.
They are. It's awful. Unless
Honest-
they're gonna do something to counter it, like, but I don't really see what they could do.
Okay, what they could people are saying like okay, and here's the thing, okay, so there's been like a big backlash to like the video that I made about it. Everybody's like, you're stupid. That's their entire argument. No, they're saying like, oh, they might counter it by having less weapons. I'm like, okay, but that doesn't raise the difficulty on a strategic level. That raises the
That
difficulty.
actually simplifies it.
It raises the difficulty on an RPG level. They're like, oh, well,
Yeah.
who are you going to give the best weapon to? And I'm like, that's not a strategy game thing, though. That's an RPG game thing.
The question is this for both versions of If? Or is it possibly only for the one that's just the easier version?
It's everything.
Oh, good stuff. How the hell are we going to make one version harder than the other?
More
Because
enemies.
one is like
The
way
way-
like
The way that Awakening's Lunatic mode was quote-unquote really hard, which is just by adding a lot more enemies at higher levels.
Oh god.
What enemy stats also randomized in Lunatic?
Yeah, they don't understand, like, the problem isn't that the game is really easy to get through, because they just say, like, oh, play on Lunatic and it'll be really hard. I'm like, yeah, but the way to beat Lunatic is to grind and play it like an RPG and not a strategy game, and I want a strategy game. That's the thing.
that's why I like
Like-
Fire Emblem.
And they're actively they got rid of the magic triangle. Now they're getting rid of durability. Like really, the only element of still strategy that I can think of in like a normal combat scenario before you go into the fight is the basic weapon triangle. Now that's like the only thing I can think of when it comes to
Wait,
strategy.
they took away the magic triangle in Awakening?
Yeah, magic is just treated as magic in Awakening. There's no like
What?
anima better than light, or light better than dark, or dark better than anima.
Why
There's
didn't
nothing.
anybody tell me?
Yeah, the only boost they have is that wind still hurts flying enemies more.
Yeah, if fire and lightning doesn't have any advantage against anything. It's just wind still hurts Pegasus guys. So basically, all it did was it made like the magic triangle going away. Basically, made it so that there's really no reason to have archers because mages are just better archers.
Yep.
Yeah. They can also
And,
move faster on the sand.
And then like without weapon durability too, it's like so because if you want the game to be balanced, that means that you can't have like a lot of like ultimate spells or anything out there, which means that you're now reducing like the move pool. Because if you have even one of those spells, it's like Thoron or something that reaches across the map and like slaughters people. Now that there's no durability and it can't break after 5 uses, you could just be using that the entire fight.
So wait, are
So-
they removing durability?
So they either leave that stuff in and it's broken, or they take it out and like there's a lot less variety to it.
So wait. Are they removing durability from weapons now, actually?
Durability has been removed. There's no
Is
durability.
it? I thought it was like a mode you could do.
Just pray they
No.
can somehow retcon it in the future.
No,
It's
durability.
a straight up like
across
that's
the
a
board.
default thing.
Yes.
Oh my god.
They haven't said otherwise. Because they also announced Phoenix mode. Phoenix mode is an even easier mode than casual mode. You know how casual mode was like it'll bring back your guys after like the fight?
Yeah.
Your guys can't fall in battle.
Phoenix mode, if one of your units falls, they revive the next turn.
Jesus freaking Christ!
That
Hey.
is
The thing
That's
is,
an
I don't
interest. I
care
don't
about
mind
that. Like,
that.
I
I'm
don't
not
really
gonna
care
play
about
with it, so
because
yeah, like it's not gonna affect me.
Yeah, that's
I
the
mean,
thing. Is like
it's
I don't have to play that, so I don't really care. And so when people say like, "Oh, you don't have to play that mode if you don't want to," I'm like, "Yeah, no, I agree. I'm fine with that." But then why couldn't they have just only took away durability for that mode, or something?
Yeah.
Like
Quick
I'm not upset about them adding easier modes so that people can get into the game. I'm upset at them removing strategy from the game altogether, even the harder modes.
Yeah.
Like because when it's harder and I have to grind for it to win, that's not the same thing. You know, it's not the same thing as like a game
It's
where
a-
you have to strategize well.
Yeah, it's not like Pokemon. Like it's like comparing like Pokemon to a deep, rich like Pokemon in Civilization. It's like Civilization has like layers and layers and layers of strategy.
Look at
Then you
that.
have-
So does Pokemon, but that's not.
Well, I'm talking like casual Pokemon. There's no strategy in competitive either. It's just guessing.
You'd be surprised. Trust me, I play competitive Pokemon.
Oh, I used to.
I
It's a
still
lot
do.
of. It's a lot of guessing.
I never understood the point of competitive Pokemon.
There isn't a point. I'm sorry.
It's just
So I
fun.
just,
2 points.
so I just never did it.
Gentlemen, not to
it's just
interject,
fun.
but
But
I
anyway,
am
back to where
browsing-
I was going to say something.
okay.
Since I said I had a question, was this translated from a Japanese post by any chance, or is this like taken like from directly from intelligence systems?
This was
The quote for
Silicon
no more
Arrow.
durability.
it was
Silicon
a
Arrow.
translation from.
It's translated by
Silicon
Silicon Arrow, so there is a chance that this is inaccurate, but it doesn't
I
surprise
feel like
me.
it isn't entirely accurate. I feel like this is something they'll apply to certain modes only. Because it doesn't really seem right that that's like a main core thing. It
Yeah,
just makes sense
that-
that it would be like, oh, you will have it in casual mode, you have it in Phoenix mode, but once you go up to normal mode and lunatic mode, whatever, there's durability and you have to be really careful with your shit. That's just the way I see it, and that's the most
I don't know, like,
logical
the-
step.
The weird thing is, if they removed durability, that changes like the entire way the game works. You know?
Yeah.
So I wonder if you could even do that for the easier modes.
Well, it would make
But-
sense because you're basically just playing a mode that lets you. It's basically saying, "I just want to see this story."
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
taking away the strategy wouldn't really matter in a mode that's easy like that.
It's This is Damn it.
It's just
Uh-huh.
a mess.
This is
I don't
This
know,
whole
but, like,
situation.
I was gonna. Oh! I got it. I got it.
Rory's
I got it.
trying to say this whole situation sounds iffy.
No. Fire Emblem F will be the Zelda 2 of the series.
No, that was Gaiden. That was Gaiden or Thracia or any of the other games that nobody really liked, but had some cool
It'll
stuff
be
in
the
them.
link between worlds.
Zelda game?
Get out.
You've been
Link
after
Between
that?
Worlds was a masterpiece.
Indeed, it was.
Between Worlds
Wait,
was
they made it.
fucking
Wait,
great.
they made a second Zelda after Skyward Sword.
I hate that I'm laughing at that.
I mean, the sad thing is, like, it really kind of was like that. There were a lot of people where Skyward Sword is the only Zelda they like or have played. That's the way it
Yeah.
was with Pete guy. Like, Skyward Sword is like the only Zelda game, except for maybe Ocarina of Time, that he's like actually beaten, and he loves Skyward Sword, and he like rave about it. And I'm just like, how, fucking how? And I know why. It's because like he's whatever. Same reason he's put like hundreds and hundreds of hours into Awakening.
No,
Well, I will say that frickin' Skyward Sword, after watching PBG and Youngtown do a video on reviewing Skyward Sword and the strong points, I do agree that there are a lot of things a lot of people overlooked, especially regarding the themes of Skyward Sword.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah.
'Cause I just watched that video and I disagreed with it quite a bit.
Yeah, I thought PBG's Skyward Sword video was pretty stupid.
like,
I thought the stuff that he focused on, I was just like, what? Who cares about that? Like,
he only talks. I feel like I watched it forever ago, but I feel like he only talked about like the relationship part.
I didn't even think the relationship was good. I didn't think the Zelda
It wasn't that good. It's like, okay, we get it, they're friends, but like they're just friends.
Nothing actually develops.
What is like? Why does Link have to go? Oh man, I just
It really upset me that like everybody was like, oh god, we gotta save Zelda. Like we could all fucking go down below the clouds with me and help. You're all
Well, the
sitting
thing
here
is-
like, I don't even...
The thing is, Zelda's not a princess, right?
No.
Yeah, she's
so
just a commoner.
what's the true importance of saving her?
Everybody is like, oh, no.
Fora's like
She was the goddess reborn.
Whatever.
Right, but I mean, but to the average person in Skyloft, no, they still wanted to save her because it was like, oh, dude, Zelda, come on.
But it's like at
Everyone-
the same time, it's like
I mean, that's also a very small
It's gonna
community, and they don't have a lot of they don't have very many women. She's probably their only chance at actual survival.
Fucking hell.
that's you
I
gotta
like to
take.
say, keep in mind, it's not
Despite,
not
the
everyone
7
is.
women you help in the game, Zelda's the only one.
But if I may say something, not everyone is destined to fight, though. That's the thing, and Link showed a lot of potential, or whatever you mean.
They have knights. They have all these knights that are doing nothing
Someone
because
has the
Skyloft
knights have to
because-
guard Skyloft itself too. I mean,
Plus Bruce.
Why do they even have these knights? There's nothing in Skyloft for them to fight. There's like a couple of birds, I guess, that might maybe like shoot some rocks at them or whatever those things are that are sitting there for some reason. But like they have all these knights and none of them do shit.
so if we may apply the same thing to Majora's Mask, to Ocarina of Time, to Twilight Princess, to all the other games, the guards have done fuck all.
Okay,
No,
but
there's
the
a reason
guards.
to have, yeah, but there's a reason to have them.
Yeah,
They're actually
in Skyloft,
shit.
there's literally like zero potential danger. In Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, there's danger everywhere.
First class, they don't have
The
them.
most
And
dangerous-
they needed them.
The most dangerous things in goddamn Skyloft are the cats that they keep as pets.
But once
Those
again,
fucking cats. What
Don't
is the
forget
deal
the
with
Sky
them?
Whale.
Why do they get mean at night? I don't get it. Why do they attack you at night? What's their problem?
they
Here we
want
go.
to pussy destroy you.
I don't know. Why
Here we go.
Why can you
Here we
not
go.
fly?
Challenge. Here we go, Brian. If we can get 1,000 likes on Hammerspace,
Kind of bot.
I will do a full playthrough of Skyward Sword.
You make it
followed-
sound like it's a bad thing.
Followed
You-
by...
Hell,
Followed
if
by
you
a full review.
Hell, I'll do the play. Let's play. You can do the review.
But here's the thing: there are far much more. Like, Skyward Sword isn't that bad. Just like the way people say, "Oh, it's the worst game ever." No, there are far worse games you could play.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's more.
it's just-
I think it's
it's
more
just-
in the same boat as Paper Mario Sticker Star.
Yeah,
It
like,
didn't
it's
live
not
up to
good
the
story
lineage of the
game.
past games.
It's-
That's the thing.
It's one of the worst in this. It's one of the worst in the series for me, but it's still like not terrible. It's just a very mediocre game.
It's
Right.
just not. It's just not a good Zelda game.
It's not a good
Yeah.
game,
Yeah,
but like
good game, not a good Zelda game. It's like
Trying
it's
to
not
like
a
Retribution
good
was
game,
so
not a
good
much
Mario game.
better.
it's not even a good game. It's an okay game at best. Like it's not even a good game. There's so many like conflicting
what-
designs. Like ooh,
But
Ugh.
what's good between a great and good game, or an act game, or a medium average game, or let the dog out of the cage game, or fucking.
the way I evaluated it is what it was trying to do and how well it succeeded at it. That's basically it.
And to me,
Skyward
it-
Sword- Skyward Sword tried to do a lot of failed at it.
So what would you say about any David Cage game ever?
I admire them for the risks that they take, but they don't always pay off. Basically. So like Heavy Rain, like I love certain segments of Heavy Rain that just come out really well, but then there's other segments where I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ. So like I love Heavy Rain, but there are times where I'm just like, yeah, that could be a lot better.
like the awkward sex scene.
No, that was the best part.
Remember the kissing scene where they would look like they were trying to eat each other instead of kiss?
I thought that was a phenomenon.
That's exactly what he's talking about.
Oh my god. Okay, I watched. I'm gonna name drop some. I watched Jesse Cox play that game. That game makes no fucking sense near the end. What the hell happened? Did he take a whole bunch of LSD and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make the rest of the game now"?
I heard like a lot of stuff got cut last minute or something that like kind of pushed the story. Like there was supposed to be like another supernatural element or something to it and that entire thread got cut, and so that's why like he has like these weird blackouts because there's supposed to be some kind of supernatural thing happening that they decided to remove from the game last minute, and so there's like these leftovers from that that lead to a not very cohesive story. And so that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I love what David Cage tries to do with telling a story in Heavy Rain, but he's just not a good writer, and he needs to hire somebody to write something really, really good, and then he can go and like make gameplay that fits into it, you know.
Why are we dissing Jason Simulator?
Press X
Jason.
to purchase Jason.
Jason.
Sean.
Press X to purchase Jason.
Jason. Press X to
no.
pay Jason.
Press
Here,
X.
can we do a like a? Did we already do a Nintendo like direct live thing, like for the thing that's happening at E3? Did we do like a predicts? Predict what's
Yeah, we
gonna
did.
happen.
Well, not
We
well.
did.
We kind of did. We didn't fully go over it. We just gave a couple names and just went with it.
All right,
Yeah, we
here
didn't bring it up because we basically thought like they're gonna do kind of what they did last year, and so we just threw around a couple games that we think we might see. It's basically
Here we
it.
go. Here we go. This is what's happening. Okay. Monster Hunter 5.
No, get
Monster
out.
Hunter
Wii U.
4.
Wii U exclusive.
No, go. Get out.
No, they're probably gonna announce Monster Hunter 4 for Wii U.
I
Bayonetta
hope.
5 as well.
Bayonetta 5.
Why are you still here?
What's his name? What's his name is gonna just he Kamiya? He's just done. He's just done. He skipped he skipped 3 and 4.
Bayonetta to Nintendo, and they were like, "We're going straight for 5."
Honestly,
We don't make
I
I
games in
wouldn't
order.
doubt that.
They were like,
It's 5. It's Bayonetta 5. What it is, it's
like
just
the
Bayonetta 2,
5th
but look for
entry
next.
is always the best.
Wait,
Just look
wait,
at
wait,
Ocarina
wait,
of Time
wait,
and Super
wait,
Mario
wait,
64.
wait. Bayonetta 5, skipping's numbers 3 to 4. There's only one fucking man in the world that would ever skip the third in a series over and over again. Gabe Newell.
It's worth the wait.
Or Tetsuya Nomura.
He's literally afraid of the number 3.
So what
I'm
you're
convinced.
telling me is we can expect Bayonetta Return of Father this year.
Return of the Baby.
I'm fixing to make Bayonetta 5, and it's just Bayonetta 2 flipped over an axis.
Also,
So
more
that 2 on the cover art just becomes a 5.
more E3 sneak peeks. They're going to be remaking A Link Between Worlds on the 3DS HD remake. They're going to be releasing Amazing Frog on the Ouya, like that game.
Because the
that game?
Ouya
Remember
is
that
doing
game?
so well right
Nin-
now.
Nintendo's going to publish it on their console.
Honestly, the Amazing
like-
Frog isn't a bad game. It's just it got put on the Ouya.
It's not a game.
It's not really a game. You just kind of run
It's a
around
physics simulator.
and
Yeah,
listen
the
to sick beats.
Yeah, it's actually funny.
One game
Hey,
I think that we're
what's-
going to see
what's,
that nobody mentioned. I think we're going to
Goat
see a new
Simulator.
Pokemon game at E3.
I hope not.
I hope
hey
so.
guys. Hey guys.
Sick of Pokemon.
Wait,
I'm waiting for freaking
Pokemon
Zed.
has been announced already?
Hey.
No.
Hey guys.
Chris,
Hey,
what?
Chris.
Hey guys. What's Donkey Kong's favorite console? The Ouya!
What?
Leave this
I think that
fucking
should
ball.
be I think it should be Macho Man Randy Savage's favorite console.
Did none of you guys
about to get real.
did none of you guys play Donkey Kong 64 when he goes, oh yeah? Or does he go, no, he goes,
Yeah.
damn it! Damn it, he goes, okay. Okay, what's the Coley Man's favorite
Trying to like salvage it. It's like when you put like a 3D puzzle together and you put the last
to you, my
piece in.
friend.
It's like making a 3D puzzle. You put the last piece in, and like the entire puzzle falls apart.
Oh. I unfortunately know what that's like.
Oh Jesus!
That's what that joke was.
Yeah,
That was my
Wait,
standard
did none of-
friend.
When you remember Donkey Kong's catchphrase, "Banana Slammer"?
How about coconut creamy pies?
What's Donkey Kong's favorite console? Banana Slammer.
This joke is just making me cringe.
He's back again, and about time too.
I think it's the most I've ever had a joke backfire. I completely just forgot what Donkey Kong's actual catchphrase in Donkey 64, and built an entire joke around an incorrect catchphrase.
I'm pretty sure it's something like.
The fuck was that?
That was
God,
my
I didn't
donkey.
do that, mostly because a standard routine built around video games would do terribly anyways. But also not at MagFest. Oh god, I should do like an hour set at MagFest. Just be like, guys, I'm an established comedian. By established, I mean like 5 guys watch me on YouTube. You should let me just stand up at MagFest
For an hour.
for an hour.
God. We would get booed out so fast.
Well, dude, the comedy standards at MagFest are so goddamn low. We saw this
It's
improv
true.
show that was terrible. Oh my god, it was the worst.
Hey,
Anyways,
question, Chunk.
the what?
Question, Chunk.
Question, Chunk? Are you calling me
Yeah.
Chunk, or are you just saying it?
Chunky bastard.
Does anybody have a copy of E.T.?
A copy of what?
E.T.
Nor do I have the
Oh,
console.
I
Atari?
wasn't even old enough for that.
For Atari.
All right,
Does anybody
all right.
own a copy of E.T.? Because I'm going to an event in June,
Okay,
and the guy who
Wow,
the
you can
guy
actually
who
get it
created
for the Atari for $640 on
the guy who created the game
So-
is at this thing, and I don't want to go and be like, oh, I don't even have your game. So
I'm like,
Wow, I
I
can't
want
believe-
the
I can't believe it's-
shittiest game possible.
I can't believe it's actually this easy to get a copy of ET. They're all like you can get like a bunch of them for under $10.
yeah,
I thought it'd be really
it's like it's probably because it's held as one of the worst games ever made.
Why is there Mario Bros for the Atari 2600?
Bootleg.
Because that is the original Mario Bros. You know, the one that like.
Oh, the one where
Luigi
you're in like
Bros.
cave, the one with like the brick.
Sewer. Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that they made a Luigi Bros out of Mario 3D World. It's weird realizing there's a Nintendo game on a non-Nintendo console sometimes.
I kind of want to buy a copy of ET just to have it now.
I don't have an Atari.
Okay, who the hell is singing? Who at the backhand?
Could play ET, that would be less of a reason to buy it. You're right.
You can get an Atari 2600 for $80.
That's not bad.
You know, I don't need to pay my rent.
Do you know who Fred Savage is?
No.
Yes.
He sounds like a savage.
He tweeted, "Okay, so where are these Nintendo Championships being held, and how the hell do I get there?"
Yes! Oh my god, he's the best! Fred Savage is so much better than Ben Savage.
The Wizard.
Fred Savage, I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe I
Fred
do
Savage,
know.
He was... Yeah, Fred Savage, he like played like almost every young boy role in the like late 80s, early 90s. He was in Princess Bride. He was the kid at the beginning of Princess Bride that he's reading the book too. But the joke that he made was from The Wizard. Because he was the kid in The Wizard, where they travel like to go play Super Mario Bros. 3 in California.
The movie that inspired the World Championships.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Piece of
Perfect.
history.
I just love how Reggie came up with the idea in the video. Like
I like
"What
how
do
he's
you
thinking
think,
of it."
Reggie?" And he's just thinking about it, and like he's got this smile like we're doing this shit.
I like how his first style of the World Championship is just this guy in a Mario costume just dry humping the air.
Oh, hey, Bill. You're fired.
So,
That will never get old.
How could this happen to me?
Bill is kill.
Bill.
I'm playing
Bill.
Power Glove. It's so bad.
Bill the Bill.
I haven't seen not Butterfree. Were you aware that I changed accounts because Will fucked up?
I think I posted it on Twitter, which is I think where he saw it. Yeah, all the streams that we did with Brian are going to be here now instead of on the old channel.
As well.
Because of an incident.
As well.
Yeah, let's just leave it at an incident.
As well.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's not. Yeah.
You can't
but-
stop my
It's
impending
just,
rage.
they're going to be here now. Nothing's going to change, just a different channel. Yeah. Basically.
Except for we're taking away durability and weapons in this version.
Yeah, we're taking away durability and weapons. We're all going to pair up.
And
I
you're
call
all saying
Brian.
you're a kid, you're a squid all the time.
Also, apparently, Game
It's-
Explain is holding us.
So a lot of changes, but they're all good. They're all better.
They're all making the experience more accessible to the younger to the younger fan base that's just dying to get their hands on this podcast.
And there will only be the clip from the Splatoon commercial from your kid, your squid, just that same line repeating on for 20 minutes constantly.
And those of you who've been watching us and supporting us for years now, and you are a little upset that all the things that you that you liked about this podcast and about our content are changing. Fuck
We'll
you.
put it behind a $20 paywall.
Speaking of Splatoon, apparently Game Explain is going to be holding a Q&A announcement about Splatoon, and we're going to be able to ask them whatever the hell we want about this game.
I'm not.
Did you hear about?
I don't
Oh,
want
did you hear?
spoilers.
Did you hear about
It's one thing I need to know.
the nighttime cycle? So at night, apparently, the stages will turn dark, and the paint will be neon.
Oh my god, raids!
I just got the
Oh my god,
strangest direction ever.
What's
Yeah.
Raids. Oh.
So wait.
I got
Oh.
so pumped.
Is this legit happening?
Yeah, no, I saw it on Reddit. I didn't click it, but I just saw like the thing.
Oh, Reddit. Yeah, that's a reliable source of
Hey,
information.
it was on the Nintendo subreddit.
Ryan?
So
That's
What?
subreddit.
Yacht Club Games just said that they just announced that they're going to use your stream layout. So now you got to get them on Hammerspace.
profit? Question mark. Wait, what?
Well,
Actually?
Cease and desist question mark.
The guys who made Shovel Knight, Brian designed a stream layout for them because their streams looked crappy because they didn't have a custom layout. Which reminds me, Brian, I really need you to make me one too because mine looked terrible. So since we're in with them now, you got to get them for a podcast.
Do
You
it.
can always ask them. Yeah.
I'll keep my swearing to a minimal.
I'd be stoked about it. I'd love to do one and just talk about level design with them actually.
That'd be sick. I'd be down.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Anyways,
Super Mario Bros. Hits.
anything we need to say? Anything we need to say to wrap up before we let these fine gentlemen go home?
Kick,
Flat.
punch, block, got
Or-
that funky flow. MIX the plow into the bowl.
Fuck the police, straight from the underground.
Parappa the Rappa's back.
The rapper is back with a gun.
He's going straight from
Oh,
the nether.
didn't you hear that Nintendo also leaked that?
What did they leak?
They leaked Parappa the Rappa exclusive for
God damn it.
exclusive
Yes.
for the Game Boy Advance.
I was wondering, it's like Famicom. What are you doing here? Like,
Yeah, I saw a screenshot.
Isn't it weird how Nintendo, like, Sony almost made a Nintendo game one time? For the Game Boy?
It's
Well,
crazy
yeah.
to think that like Sony was like pretty much Nintendo at one point with their gaming division.
It's weird to think that one time developers weren't total asshats to each
oh
other.
my god.
Yeah. Those were the days.
It's weird to
Those were
think
the
that
days when we didn't have to pay $20 for a whole part of the game.
it's weird to think that those like really hot girls from White Chicks were actually like two black guys.
What?
The Wayne
not?
brothers?
That was the most disappointing day of my life.
You mean like the?
By that I mean it's the most pleasant surprise I've ever had.
When you find out Nintendo of North America tries to stop porn related to Nintendo content and they fail horribly.
Actually, they own porn.
Super Hornio Bros.
They own 3 pornos based on Super Mario Brothers.
What?
So many jokes about pipes, so many jokes about mushroom heads, so many jokes about getting bigger.
Yep.
Fucking everything in that game works.
It writes itself, man. It writes itself.
It writes itself,
Yeah,
and honestly, kind of, sleeps with itself.
But
So-
the point I'm trying to get across is Nintendo of North America tried to stop people from making Pokemon porn. That is
That's
a
a-
legit thing.
Stop people from making what?
Now,
Pokemon
was this
porn.
porn?
Oh.
Was this porn involving Pokemon, or was this porn involving the adults in Pokemon? Which are all actually 12-year-olds, so never mind.
Just try both.
Both. Is that Miles?
Huh?
Yeah.
Is Miles here?
Yeah.
Hi.
I was like, there's like an extra voice. I'm like,
Our
who's
Lord
there?
and Savior has arrived.
Who's there?
Yeah.
I've actually like my
Great
separate
sage and
my separate consciousness has developed to a point where I now have 2 voice boxes.
Yeah, you may want to get that
Separate
checked out.
conscience. That's definitely how it works.
Jesus Christ,
But,
would be a
yeah.
fantastic ventriloquist.
I just
Are-
love how this game's idea.
Oh my god, you're a ventriloquist? Why don't you eat meat?
So what
I
you're
saw the
saying is you were to
funniest-
shove your entire arm up his ass to your elbow.
I saw the
I mean-
funniest thing today.
You're
Oh,
right! Wow, Miles, all these years I've been shoving my arm up your ass, we could have been doing a ventriloquist bit.
That's some pretty dedicated arm length, then.
I just hate you.
Oh,
I,
man.
I saw a thing on Reddit today. It was like a thing from The Simpsons, and it's like do you want to eat? Do you want some of this pork or something? And the guy's like, I'm a level 5 vegan. I don't
What?
I don't eat anything that casts a shadow. Something like that.
Good.
Dude, we have to get Zoe Quinn to make Vegetarian Quest. You wake up in the morning. What do? Options are like brush your teeth, stay in bed, go to work. No matter what you pick, you lay in bed and sob at the thought of the thousands of cows that are being slaughtered today, so that those self-righteous, carnivorous animals that you were forced to call human can survive. It's just like it's really self-important.
Isn't the human body built to eat meat? Like, it legit cannot live without it.
Doesn't everything in this earth consume other things to survive? Yes, Brian, but that's not pretentious enough.
Because
No,
if you eat
I'm
meat,
talking like-
you're a sadist.
No, god damn it! You know
Honestly,
very well
though-
what I'm saying.
Honestly, though, it's
These
like,
nuts.
how can you get more pretentious?
I don't know
Oh,
who
yeah.
Zoe Quinn is.
I'm a level 5 vegan.
If you decide that you don't want to eat meat, that's fine. I don't care. But when you start shaming other people for eating meat, fuck you.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
Basically an atheist
I'm just
at
gonna
that
eat.
point.
I'm just gonna eat meat out of spite. Then
Oh, guys, I've never heard that Miles Long thing. No one's ever said that to me. Like that would be a good porn name for me or anything.
But then you got adopted by a Taiwanese family, and your name became Miles Long Dong.
Yeah,
Dong Dong. I know
Yeah.
Dong Dong.
that's real. You guys don't know my last name because I hide it from the world, but that's what it is.
Wait, what is your last name?
Oh, Long Dong.
Dong.
Long Dong.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Foot long,
was a-
foot-
Just
Foot long
have
John.
two G's in my name. and my name is Long Dong.
You have to do that, then we have to get married.
So, Mrs. Longdon.
Oh God.
Miles, we don't have to get married. We get to get married.
Oh yeah. Alright.
I think that's a good place to cut this off at.
No.
Had long dogs.
Hey.
Well, I told Brian about the Yacht Club game thing. He knows that they're using the layout. He like jismed everywhere.
Do it.
You know what's terrible? The tweet I sent them was, my friend told me your streams look like shite, so here's something to pretty it up.
Serious?
That is the legit tweet I sent them. Twit.
The legit
them.
twit.
Legit.
I gotta twit this on Twitter.
Do you think that this? Okay, in the Skype chat, I linked a Starman shirt from the Yeti.
I just found the tweet. The entire conversation.
It went from meat
Did they
to dogs.
respond to it?
Yeah,
Give it a
responded.
try.
Yeah, so Brian said, friend said your streams look like shite. Here's something to pretty it up. And he sent them the thing. They replied, haha, appreciated. I thought we were just being minimalistic. And then Will replied saying, you should totally go with this. The minimalism just kind of looks terrible. The rest of the stream's good. And they're like, hey, I was just making an excuse. Let's give it a try. So they're going to use it.
Oh my god. If we get in the yacht club, that means we can get into Way Forward and then free shot them memorabilia. 'Cause reasons.
Okay, I'm going because I'm tired and I want to watch the Angry Video Game latest episode.
I'm just gonna get Samuel L. Jackson and tell you to go to fucking sleep.
Oh, so yeah, if you guys watch the Yacht Club game streams, their layout has been made by Brian now. So, awesome.
Making your way to
Congratulations.
We're
Congratulations, Brian.
Alright,
Congratulations.
I think it's about time to wrap things up.